Yo, it's your boy Firecrotch on the mic. So I got this key for this game called Devil Inside Us Roots of Evil. It's a spooky game where you play as a priest named August. He's old and tired, but he's got a job to do. The game starts out in 1984, and August is sent to a house with paranormal encounters. It's super creepy, but as it goes on, things go very wrong. Then his life gets put on hold as he guards the house. Fast forward 36 years, and he's back at the same house to finish what he started. Now things are different. Times are more modern, but he's a lot older too. More experienced. The plot is cool. It's like a mix of ghost story and a mystery. You get to see flashbacks of his past, which helps you understand him. It made me root for him ever since the first scene. The story is told through notes you find and scenes that play out as you explore. It's simple to follow, but keeps you hooked. You just have to be willing to read to understand more of the lore. I hate reading, and I don't mind it myself. Anyway, let's talk about the pacing. The game moves at a steady pace. It's not too fast so you don't get lost, but it's not too slow either. I wasn't bored at all. There are moments where you have to stop and think, but they don't drag on. The game keeps you on your toes, with jump scares and twists. I almost peed myself a few times, not gonna lie. The MC is likable and you really get to know him. He's not a superhero, he's just a regular old priest with a lot of faith. One that wants to save people and make a difference, risking his life for others and for the truth. Sure, there's other characters that you meet through notes and flashbacks, a few you see in real time. But he's the star, and for a good reason. The emotion in the game is strong. You can feel his fear, especially since you'll be scared too. He wants good to happen, so you do too. Even as evil is all around you, the game does a good job of making you care about him and his mission. It's not just about the scares, it's about the story and the people in it. The scares are just a plus to a good story. Even though it's a little short, the gameplay is fun and simple. You explore creepy houses, scary dark tunnels, and spooky fields, and more. You also have caffeine pills to keep you going when you get tired. You can still sprint at your old age, man, age like fine wine. But there's a bit of combat, and it's not too hard. You use a crucifix to fight off demons, but you have to be careful not to run out of faith. Faith is a bar that fills up slowly over time, or by using rosary. It takes some strategy to use it well when things are getting tense. You can easily get surrounded if you're not careful, so best keep moving. So take out enemies as soon as you can and don't let them get you into a corner. If they do, it's hard to get out because of the faith bar is limited. Work smarter, not harder, and glitch them out like I did here. The mechanics are easy to understand. You have a few items to help you, like health kits and rosaries, as well as the pills I brought up earlier, tools you find, keys you find, and a lot more. The game doesn't fully tell you what to do, but gives you enough hints so you don't get stuck. It doesn't hold your hand, but it does a good job in setting things up so you can easily find them. So it's a linear game, which means you walk a mostly set path, but there are some diversions along the way. Some random actions will get you trophies, so keep that in mind. Trevor is big on those, so I wanted to point them out. There is a platinum trophy after all. There are some cool references in the game. If you like scary movies, then you'll notice nods to The Exorcist and other classics. It's not copy and paste, it's not a Madden game, but just paying respects to the greats that came before. The game also has a lot of religious symbols, themes, and spooks. I like it. Sometimes it felt like playing a movie. They could have went deeper with it, but it was fine the way it was. I hope they explore it more in the next game. The scares are scary. There are jump scares that will make you jump out of your seat, but there are also creepy moments that are really tense. It's calm enough to keep things going without making it feel stale. Not at the same level as Until Dawn, but better than other games in the Dark Picture series. The game uses what you hear and see to add to the atmosphere, so things that don't seem scary can still make you anxious, which I'm always anxious, so it worked well on me. The music and sound effects add to that anxiety. You can hear creepy noises and whispers, which made me feel like I was really in the house. Playing with the lights off helps too. The game is good enough for it not to matter much.
Editor's note, homie is saying that you don't have to have the lights off in order to enhance the experience, that the game is good enough with them on, and it doesn't take anything special in order to make this horror game actually scary.
The first house looks old and creepy, and the lighting adds to the mood. Locked doors, creepy images, rundown areas, bloody walls, and more. Makes the first area an awesome start. There are underground places that are super dark and scary. Demons lurk around corners and charge out of nowhere. I had my booty cheeks clenched the entire time. The game uses hand-drawn images in some scenes, which make it look unique. It's not the most high-tech game, but it looks good. I really liked whenever tools were used, the animations happen. It was cool as brains. Props to that. So yeah, The Devil Inside Us: Roots of Evil is a fun and spooky game. It's got a good story, fine characters, and yet plenty of scares. The gameplay is simple but fun. The graphics and sounds added to the creepy vibes. If you like horror games, you may enjoy this one, that's for sure. My biggest problem with it is the ending. It's not bad, I guess. I just didn't like it. It was shocking, but it wasn't very satisfying. I needed a few more minutes to wrap it up. Made me feel angry, and I might explain why in the spoiler video. So what do you think? Does it sound like a game you'd want to play? And did I do better this time than my AEW video? Let me know in the comments below. And for more news and reviews, whatever you choose, stay tuned to Nerdsfeed and have a great day. Blame out.